Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back at it once again. This is Koski of Fun Day, doing this for you and for yours. And we're gonna spit this stuff about about we don't have no friends. And this one, the topic is about Islam. Now I know this gonna be a big trigger alert for some of y'all, but I never heard a Muslim group yet say anything about this. You know what I'm saying? And this article is from the African Globe, and it states, "Good Muslim Arabs of Libya are enslaving blacks and selling them for $500." This came out March 28th, 2019. And you see the Iraq got the pistol to his boy knocking, you know what I'm saying? The land in Africa lost to the Arab invasion must be reclaimed by Africans. Slavery is thriving in Libya, where thousands of Africans are hoping to get to Europe, instead finding themselves brought and sold, forced to work for nothing, and facing torture at the hands of their owners. The story of Akumbo, documented by BuzzFeed, shows the nature of this menace. Akumbo was captured by a man who brutally assaulted him and called his sister to give him 600,000 naira, or $1,600, for his freedom. They wanted his mother's number, but he gave them his sister so his mother would not know what was actually happening. He told his mother he was working in the shipyard and they would soon drink to his new job. And Kobe's family paid over 2 million lira, 55,000, 5,500 before being set free. However, the person who Nkrumah thought had come to rescue him had actually brought him. The extortion was so widespread that the captives even had a market value depending on which country they were from. The Nigerians of a large, well-organized diaspora command the highest prices, while West African fetch the smallest ransom and most likely be ill-treated, Libya's experts say. An EU official who has announced inhumane conditions in the detention centers nevertheless said they have no alternative. Libya is a sovereign country and we need to be working in close partnership with Libyan authorities, an EU spokesperson said. We are not turning a blind eye to the situation, we're just trying to do our best in a situation that is not easy. In 2017, the African Union began to play a bigger role, which has helped. They started paying attention to the fact that it's their own people suffering. And IOM, International Organization for Migration, officials said, speaking on conditions of an enemy, it is easier, for example, for trapped people to obtain papers to allow them to leave the country. That helps some 20,000 people return to their country or on aboard IMO flights from Libya. Volunteer return isn't presented as a solution to address the current situation. Bill Busy, head of the IOM Libya, told reporters, it's just one solution that's available for people that are stranded in the country. Many want to go home. For those fleeing war or representative or repressive governments, Libya is not much better or worse than going home. A handful of African countries are accepting third world resettlements, but experts say it is a stopgap solution until those who really need asylum can be given viable routes to do so. Slavery typically conjures up images of ships transporting black people across the Atlantic, or death marches of the trans-Saharan slave trade. But this modern-day version has an added cruel twist this time. People from Equatorial Africa are often selling themselves into slavery, believing they are buying a ticket for a life of conflict, poverty, or repression, and to a glittering future in Europe. In a grim irony, the very policies of the European Union that has hardened itself against immigration are hardly responsible not only for preventing people from reaching the continent, but becoming enslaved and then dying in their attempts to escape. Libya has been stepping off the point of migrants, and Gaddafi controlled the number of migrants. For him to get cash for migration control deals, he always threatened to unleash the migrants into Europe and turn mainland Europe into Black Europe. In 2008, Gaddafi sent $5 billion from Italy as reparations, and in turn he would control the flow of migrants into Italy. Asylum seekers were being captured and returned to Libya, until the European Court of Human Rights gave a ruling saying the deal broke human rights laws. He began demanding €5 billion from the EU annually. However, since Gaddafi's death, migrant routes have been opened again. Panicked European governments turned to a familiar playbook. Through EU and the UN Security and Funding Agency, they pour sophisticated surveillance equipment, warships, and billions of euros into countries across Africa, with Libya as its centerpiece, in an effort to push back, return, or contain would-be arrivals. With no strongman ally at this time around, the money has been channeled towards training Libya Coast Guard and funding migration holding centers, even as the news emerged of the Coast Guards firing on refugee boats or militia-run labor camps. But critics fear without dealing with the root triggers of migration, these kind of border controls are short-sighted at best. Sending one route simply opens another. The question is how long is sustainable, at what human cost? So how long is this sustainable and at what human cost? Is this sustainable? Is a question we need to ask ourselves.
Libya, زيد Libya.
Smacking each other. You know what I'm saying?
Libya. مش بتشيل هذا اللي يبان يبانوا تفضل ما يبانوش. اضرب زيد.
Look at that. Look at that. They got them up here doing games like that. You know what I'm saying? But this supposed to be the Muslim. I thought, the Muslim is slave of the Muslim. I thought that was against the Quran. But that just seems how they doing our folks here. You know. I did a story not too long ago about Detroit and how about Detroit and how they was doing our people over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, how they had them, they would call them niggas in the mosque and all type of shit like that. These people ain't our friends. And that, you know what I'm saying? Muslims is a Christian. Anyway, I done seen enough of this. You know what I'm saying? So a Muslim ain't no different than a Christian. You know, same purpose, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's the Coast Gift Fun Day. Saying peace. Hey, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Y'all have a wonderful one.